Alright, so today is Monday. It's Memorial Day, May 30th. Monday, May 30th, 2022. I meant to make an update earlier, but stuff got busy. End of the semester and all. I think the last update I saw was in January, so 5 months has gone by. That's a lot. A lot has happened. I was just looking at the audio recordings, and I think in between January and now, no way. Is there a way I can look? Oh, I guess I can't look. I feel like I recorded something before January, but I guess not. Well, in the case that January is the last recording that I did, T and I replaced my clutch. Took 3 weeks. It was brutal, super cold. A super nice dude named Alec was my saving grace. He pulled us through because we had no idea what we were doing. Took us like 2 weeks to get the transmission down and the clutch and everything replaced. And then when we were trying to get the transmission back in, we accidentally pushed the starter out, which we had to take the whole intake manifold off to get to the starter, put that back in, and then put everything back together. That was all Alex and his cousin, Trevin. Shout out to those guys, literally saved me. Didn't have a car for 3 weeks. Got rides from T and Ryan to school and work and stuff. So that sucked. And then since then, my alternator went out. And I didn't know what it was, but the battery was dying. So replaced the battery and alternator. But ever since then, everything's been good. The dash is lit up like a Christmas tree, but it's just a service engine soon light, coolant light, brake pads, and tire pressure, so nothing to worry about, just the classic stuff. The only problem would be if the service engine's soon light. The light right now is not a problem, but if something did come up that is a problem that's using the same light, then I wouldn't know. But that's the only risk I'm running at the moment. Aside from car stuff, January... Did I start the semester yet? I honestly feel like I've talked about this stuff before. Whatever, recap. January, when does the semester start? I think it starts mid-January. So, spring semester, I took Math 1050, English 3010. 1050 is pre-algebra, I think. It's algebra. The English 3010 is like advanced professional writing. It's the last English class I had to take. And I had 2 entrepreneurship classes. One was just entrepreneurship, and the other was small business management. And those were both taught by Chris Brown and Don Watkins. And those dudes are legends. Like, those 2 classes are probably gonna be the most impactful classes that I will ever take. And I took a ton of notes, so I could look back on that. You could probably look back on that if you wanted to, future me, if I kept the notebook. And I think there's also some like 6 or so recordings on Google Drive you'll have to fish through. The dude's name who shared it was Logan something. Honestly, I probably didn't get very many emails from Logan, so you could probably just search Logan in your school email and find it. And then it'll take you to Google Drive, and there were 6 class recordings. One of them, I think around May 25th, or it might have been April 25th. A dude named Terry spoke, and that was a really good class. He pioneered esports, worked for Nintendo and a whole bunch of different stuff. That was a good class. I've listened to it a few times now. Yeah, those classes were awesome. Just life advice. It says entrepreneurship and it says small business management, but they're really just out there to help students, just help people. They gave their personal phone numbers, and they're like, if you ever need anything, call us or text us. Even if it's not even related to class, they just want to get to know you and help you out. So that was awesome. And next semester, I'll be taking their advanced practicum class, which is where you actually, it's recommended you have a small business that you can work on during that class. And since T and I have the mobile detailing startup, I thought that was a good idea. That should be fun. It's the start of summer. We're a month into summer. Dang, which went by fast, if I'm being honest. I'm taking trigonometry, math 1060 this summer. I'm a quarter of a way through that. And oh my gosh, is it a ton of homework. An unreal amount of homework. And it's all new material, so it takes a good amount of effort to learn. Algebra, the basics, the base of it is algebra, which, you take in high school. But this stuff is a whole new field of math. We're doing the unit circle and SOHCAHTOA, sin, sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant, and then the reciprocals. That was just the first chapter. Oh man. It was tough. You could probably hear me moving around. But I'll pass it. I've had to really buckle down and get on my self-discipline of doing homework, because I procrastinate way too easily and it sucks. But if you make your environment centered towards things like bad habits, take me for an example. If you walk into my room, it's meant for 2 things. 1, sleeping, because half the room's taken up by my bed, and number 2, playing video games. The other half is my computer. So that doesn't make it very easy to do homework. So I have another desk in there now, and I've dedicated it to just homework, and I moved my chair to the homework desk and put everything out on the homework desk to make it as easy as possible to do homework. And I actually made it as inconvenient as possible to play video games if I wanted to, which since I've done that I haven't. So I've gone half a week and a weekend without playing games during the summer, which I don't think you realize how insane that is. Like, if you took me last summer, no, last summer was UP. Yeah, last summer I was playing games every night. And the first summer, oh man, I don't think I even had a job half the summer. My first college summer. So it was video games all day. So, improvements. Definitely improvements. And last night I picked up Atomic Habits. I read the introduction, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's more than not reading it. And that book it's all about how to make building new habits as easy as possible. That's not grammatically correct. As easy as you can make it to form a good habit and break bad ones. So that will definitely come in handy, come in clutch right now. Because that's like one of my main problems right now, just self-discipline and habit formation. And I've been trying to go to bed earlier. Like, all last semester and during the summer, I've been going to bed at 2. Like, so, I first started college. I was going to bed at 3 or 4. And then, like, the next year, it was 2 a.m. Like, recently it's been 2. And then, let's see. Halfway through last semester and during the summer, I've been trying to go to bed at 12. And since I've been going to bed at 12, it's been way easier to wake up at 9. I've been trying to wake up at 9. Whereas before I was waking up at 10 and 11. Like, I'll still wake up, like, snooze my alarms on a weekend. Like, today. Well, no, today was okay. Yesterday and the day before, I was snoozing my alarms until 10. But waking up at 9. Improvements. Oh man, it's been hot. Like, our house on Friday, got up to 85 degrees and we were all sweating. We think our AC is broken. Like, it's a decent house besides the fact that during the summer, the AC is incapable of going below 80 degrees. So you either get used to 80 degrees or good luck. Like, oh man. Recently though, today the high was 77, whereas 3 days ago the high was 100. So some cold front or something moved in, and it's kind of saving us out here, because oh my gosh, it was getting hot. Like, I was driving around all day today with my windows down. It feels great. Like, just sitting in the car on top of this cliff, it feels amazing. I ate some sugar, so hopefully I'm in a better mood. Brought some sugar cookies from Target to eat while I do this. I had a few things I was thinking about, because I know I'm late for a update. Let's see, what was on my mind before? I really should have wrote it down. I think I mentioned this before, but it sucks being 4 hours away from your family. Like, I didn't think that'd be such a big thing, but it really has. Like, not being able to drive over to your parents' house for Sunday dinner whenever you want really sucks. It's either 2 days or more, because a 1-day trip with 4 hours of driving one way is just too much. And I've been taking the shuttle lately, and that takes 5 hours, so 5-hour drive or 10-hour round trip is a lot just for one day. Like, it's just impractical because you're not getting any sleep. So that sucks. Feel pretty far away from everything that's going on up there. Brothers are growing up. Stepsisters are growing up. They're all getting closer together, having good times, creating memories, and I'm just down here going to school. Kinda sucks being far away. Odd one out. Hopefully those people don't come up here. There's been some people below me, and I have no idea how you get down there, but they just drove away. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Don't get to support them as closely as I'd like. Go to all their lacrosse games and graduations and yeah, all that sort of stuff. Go to the gym with them, even have dinner. It honestly kind of sucks. I feel like I'm missing out pretty big in that aspect. And then there's just the like isolation and loneliness. Let's see. I went up there for I think it was my stepdad's birthday, but I had the weekend off, so I just went up there and we had a great time. Went to K1 Speed. That was pretty fun. I actually got on the monthly the monthly leaderboard for K1 Speed. I was like 76th place, but like we did 2 races, and after the second one I was getting some pretty good times, and I was pretty excited. So I wondered if they had a leaderboard, so I looked it up, and my name was number 76 on the monthly leaderboard, and I was like, no way, maybe I'm actually good at driving. We went there with Dawson and a few family members. And then a few, not all of them. We didn't go with all of them, but they did pretty good. They did better than I thought. The Steph sisters. So that was fun, and then that was a weekend. So I went back, and then bro, I don't know if am I saying names? I don't know. I'm just gonna try not to say names, but they might slip. My brothers, or I don't know who, but they managed to convince my mom and stepdad to come down here to St. George for Easter. So they rented it's not an Airbnb, it's some other, but it's similar. So they got an Airbnb down here. I was like, no way, I get to see him again. And that was a lot of fun. Played in the pool and roasted marshmallows at night and talked until way too late with them. Bonding time. Drove my brothers around the city. Showed them the new clutch and the lack of exhaust. Loud Beamer. And that was a lot of fun. But, oh man. Driving back home. Like leaving that house the last time before they left, that was hard. Because I knew I wasn't going to see him for a while. Yeah, that sucked. You really don't, you just underestimate the toll it takes on you. Like, I really did not calculate or consider, or I don't think I realized the effect being far away from your family really has. Like, it honestly sucks a lot more than I thought it would. But a month later, we planned a trip to Puerto Vallarta. I know I butchered that. For Christmas. That was our Christmas present. So they planned this trip to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, in an all-inclusive resort, Riu Vallarta, and that trip was a lot of fun. Although I wouldn't do it again, just because number one, that town is like, I think the one of the guides said 90% of their income was from tourism and 10% was from agriculture. So if you want an authentic Mexican experience, that's not it. Like, although one of the excursions we went on, we got to see some like decently rural Mexico, but nothing like actually rural. The resort itself was catered towards old people that drink. The whole time while you're there, all the alcohol is free, and there's bars like everywhere. There's like 4 or 5 around the whole resort. It's like a little hotel thing. And they even put beer in your fridge, like in the fridge in your room. So if we wanted to, we could have drank all that. They restock it every 2 days. The girls could have drank if they wanted to. Like, we took a tour around downtown Puerto Vallarta, and part of it was tequila tasting, and they handed all of us shot glasses, and the youngest sister is 12 years old, and they tried to hand her a shot glass to taste tequila. Like, it's so, like, they're like, it's Mexico, they don't care in Mexico, there's no drinking age. That was pretty wild. Coming from Utah. But we drove in boats. We saw performance at night. That was really cool. Rhythms of the Night. And then we toured around downtown, saw the whole town, went inside they said it wasn't a cathedral, but I can't remember what they called it. It was basically a cathedral. And then, we went zip lining, and there were monkeys that were crawling all over us. That was really cool, drinking this little cup we had full of apple juice. They were super cute. Funny to watch. Zip lines were fun too. And then, what else did we do? I think that's pretty much it. I feel like I'm missing something though. And then, but the nice thing about the resort was it's on the beach, so at any point you could just, like, maximum 5-minute walk and you're on the beach, so that was really cool. Although, out of all the beaches I went to, it was kind of mediocre, to be honest. Like, the water temperature was great. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. It was definitely for swimming. Like, the beach was pretty shallow all the way out, and the waves were very, very mellow. Like, you did not have to worry about big waves. And sometimes they were just big enough to boogie board on, and that was pretty fun. And every once in a while, like every 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a big one would come, and that's always fun. Uh, but I think the Oregon beach, even though it was like cold as balls, the Oregon beach was pretty freaking cool. Big waves, shallow, freeze your toes off. I mean, we probably, the people I was with, the family made it fun, but that was a crazy beach. And then there were tide pools, and we went to a couple landmarks up there. But yeah, Mexico that was a lot of fun. Like spending a whole week with the families, that was awesome. I forgot my phone in a taxi, and then what else did I forget? I think no, I forgot my phone in the taxi, and then when we left Mexico and landed in Salt Lake, I forgot my passport in the airplane, in the seat in front of me, like the pocket in the seat in front of you. I put it in there, and then I had to run back, but I got it, so it was all fine. That was funny. Right after I got back, though, like the day of, I got back Tuesday, and my trig class started Tuesday, so the next morning I went to class, and it was like total shock, like from vacation mode right into, alright, 2 hours of class, we're gonna burn through an entire chapter 1, and then chapter 2, like 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, all in one day, which is supposed to be like 5 days, and we're like, burn one day. Like, all they did for that class was take a full semester length and cram it into half a semester length. So, same amount of homework, same amount of tests, same content, just half the time. And it's, oh my gosh, I've gotten so much homework. Like, I'm behind. I'm behind on homework. Not too behind, but tomorrow I have class. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's only 3 days out of the week, but you get like 3 assignments every class. It's insane. And every assignment takes about an hour and a half. So 3 assignments a class, 3 classes a week, that's 9 assignments a week. 9 times 1.5. So, I don't know, I'm tired. Let's just go with 15 hours of homework a week, which is a lot. Other than school, though, T and I have been starting up the mobile detailing gig, the side hustle. We've been knocking on doors. We actually started advertising on Google, like paying to advertise our website, which I think at the moment we started it, I think last week, or maybe it was on Wednesday of last week. No, Tuesday of last, I don't know, sometime last week. And since then we've only got like 24 impressions, which means 24 people saw the ad, but no one clicked it. So we either might need to up our spending limit, or or it's not working. But we could also try advertising on Instagram, and we've been posting on Instagram now. I post last week, T posted today. We're gonna post every Monday, alternate who posts every Monday. So that's going good. We did get one detail, a Jeep Rubicon, which actually went terribly because his carpets were an absolute mess and his windows were an absolute mess. But we did wax, and the paint looks really good, so Frick. Yeah. I had something else on my mind, but other than that, everything's been pretty good. Gonna try and build some better habits. Hopefully our landlord doesn't raise our rent again. Ryan spent some time with his family and they were like, "You're the lowest property we have. Everyone else is paying way more." And frick. That's not what we want to hear. My roommate, his grandma's our landlord, which makes you think, oh, maybe they'll give you lower rent. No, they don't love him, so we get zero mercy. It's brutal. I keep having this idea going through my head that, like, once I'm older and I've made it, and by making it I mean fulfilled my dreams of, maybe starting a business with tea, or starting something on my own, having a house, decent means of raising children, and a partner that I care about, a wife, having work, a job that I enjoy, or running the business that I enjoy. That's what I mean by made it. I feel like once I make it, I'm gonna forget everything that I went through and take for granted what I have then. Which is a weird thing to be concerned about. It's like, once you get off the streets, you forget you were even on the streets. But, like, it's like I'm just worried that I'll forget how hard things were back then, how hard things are now. Which I don't think will happen, but in an attempt to explain what things are like right now, so I can listen to this and remember later. Oh man, you can't really put it into words, because it's a lot of complicated feelings, but like, I wake up to a bunch of alarms that I snooze because I don't want the day to start yet. Because usually I have homework or like something I don't want to do, which doesn't, like, me saying that makes it sound like, oh, well, that's dumb, that's not a problem. But it's a big deal because it's like 5 hours of homework that I don't want to do. So I wake up. I mean, I don't want to go through the day, but like, throughout, I don't know. How do I explain this, bro? What am I even trying to explain? Well, let's just go through the day and see where that takes us. You hop in the shower and you think about, what you have to do that day, what's coming up in the week. And there's always the underlying Like this feeling is always there. One, I could be doing something more productive right now. Two, the loneliness that's always there, just chilling out. But you learn to live with that. Three, knowing that you have a lot of stuff to get done, homework or maybe a video to edit or something related to the business. Homework related, you want to procrastinate it. You're probably going to end up procrastinating it, which is going to make things way worse down the line. So you're thinking about that, loneliness, and the business is always there. Like, man, I could be editing videos right now to grow a YouTube channel to make us, that'd be a really great opportunity if we grew a YouTube channel and it took off. Or, man, I should be editing pictures to post to our Instagram. Or, man, we need to be out knocking right now, like knocking doors. If we got clients, then I wouldn't have to work at Target anymore. Which actually there's a fourth thing that's always there, a fourth feeling. Work. You're unsatisfied at work. Target, while it's great by working with my school schedule, 15 an hour doesn't really cut it anymore. I don't think I'm on great terms with the management. You don't ask me why, because I have no idea why. And the coworkers they're not bad, but I don't look forward to working with anyone. So there's always that feeling. And then school and the future, the fifth thing. What the heck am I going to do next semester? What the heck am I going to do when I graduate? Do I want to stay in this degree? What am I going to do? When I graduate, do I want to stay in St. George? Do I want to move up north? Where would I move up north? Would I move back in with my mom? Would I, but there's the business here. I could there's some really great opportunities here, but I don't really like St. George. It's freaking hot. There's just always this uncertainty of I have no idea what the future holds, which is a good thing because that provides opportunity, but it just adds a pressure of the things I do matter way more than if I was 90 years old, because I'm basically already dead and it doesn't matter. If I don't shower, I don't know. Whatever you choose to do when you're 90 has way less of an impact than when you're 20. Because if I decide to drop out now, that'll completely alter my life path. Anything I do will completely alter my life path, which is pretty anxiety inducing. And then there's do I wanna the whole mission thing. Last Sunday they had a guest speaker who reignited the desire to go on a mission. But I'm dude, I don't even think I can anymore. So there's 6 things that's always pressing on your mind at all times throughout the day. And it kind of sucks. But, they all have their moments. Sometimes one will creep up stronger than the other. When the loneliness creeps up, that one hits hard. Because it's always every night. You're 350 miles away from your family. You don't really have anyone to talk to, which is why I'm doing this. Well, it's not why, the only reason, but you have to vent somehow. Guys don't talk to each other about feelings. Like, every night you just lay in bed like, I'm 350 miles away from my family right now. I don't have anyone to talk to. I have a ton of homework I didn't do. I'm procrastinating. I'm lazy. What am I doing? I'm probably going to bed late. Like, it's hard. Mentally, like, I should be going to the gym. Why am I not going to the gym? I have toothpick arms and toothpick legs. Chicken legs. Like, I'm 150 pounds and 6 feet tall. Like, what kind of proportion is that? I don't know. It's really hard to describe. But believe me, it's difficult being out here. It's difficult going to school and working at the same time and being far from your family. I realize I'm blessed. I realize I have a lot. Like, the fact that I have a place to stay and a car and all these opportunities is amazing. And I'm very thankful for that. But that doesn't mean it's not hard. And I haven't even mentioned the financial problems. Like, I could increase my hours at work, but then that would hinder the opportunity I have to grow mobile detailing. So I'm not getting paid very much at all. I have high rent and high tuition. And right now, it's like, I don't know how I'm going to pay for next semester. Either I'm going in debt or I'm asking pretty please to my grandparents if they can help me, which is a whole discussion I do not want to have. It's like it's like a hit to your self-esteem. It's like, not self-esteem, but ego. My ego that doesn't matter will hurt. Asking for help sucks. But yeah, when I make it, when I'm running a business and a nice house and kids that I love and a wife that I love, just remember how hard things were now. Your 85-degree apartment, the procrastination, the mental battle you go through, every decision you make, even, opening the fridge to an empty bag of shredded cheese, eggs that are a month expired, half-gallon of milk. You got a bit of cereal in the pantry with a bunch of cans of soup that no one's ever gonna eat. Maybe some refried beans and chili in the back. And then 50-pound bag of rice on the floor that is all we eat. Rice, chicken nuggets, and orange chicken sauce. I can't tell you how many times we've eaten that just this month. It had to be at least, I don't even know, dude. 15 times, 20 times. Probably, I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Well, this is one of the longer ones, and I still feel like I had more to talk about. things are gonna go from here, what's gonna happen, but hopefully it works out. Dang. Yeah, it's crazy out here. Dang. Well, time to get back to life. Got class in the morning. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention dating. I went on a date. One date. First in 2 years. Went pretty good. We watched a movie at my place. But we'll see. That was a while ago. That was like a month ago. First date in 2 years, and now probably 2 more years. Yeah, I'm lonely. What's new? I'll try and do an update sooner to make up for waiting 5 months. See you in the next one.